Hello, everybody. My name is Jared, and today, we are doing episode 2 of the BBJ reviews, and today we are doing a Nightmare on Elm Street. So, Nightmare on Elm Street is a rated R 1984 classic. I've seen it recently because I just want to put an extra oomph to my head. I really like this film because it keeps an identity hidden until the final fourth. So this movie review is going to be another spoiler alert. Sorry, and I don't have the DVD because I watched it digitally. So, in the opening scene, we see here supposedly Freddy walking into his deathbed. What I mean is basement. To make the glove. And apparently what sicko he is, because he really, really loves to make sharp gloves. So in any sort of form, the movie starts with the main logo coming in, and as you saw on the thumbnail. So, yeah, plus I do make these thumbnails on my own. I'm not copying them. So, if anybody was asking, I do make these thumbnails on my own. So, anyways, the story's about at the start of Tina, and then she gets killed in the one and a half part of the movie, and then Nancy becomes the part of the main role. I don't know why, but okay. And then in the movie, like in that start of the movie, Nancy becomes having those same dreams that Tina has. And then they get a little bit suspicious about the person in their dreams, because somehow they just do not seem to know that much about it, except for the glove, until in the middle of the night when Tina starts having the dream at Nancy's house, and then she gets killed in front of Rod, and then Rod is blamed for the death of Tina, and then apparently Rod was accused of 2 teenage deaths, I believe so, and then he got arrested on the road, literally on the road, and got face first into the ground. And then and spoiler alert, later on Rod gets killed. So then Nancy teams up with Glenn, which is Johnny Depp, and he made his first debut. Then they both decide to help Rod. So Glenn had to help Nancy by watching her while she goes to sleep, and then apparently he couldn't go out of the dream because he fell asleep. So then Nancy starts cracking it with him. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying about. I mean, like, she's having a fit with him, saying you had one job, you have one job. So later on in the movie, Nancy gives him another chance. So then, later on, they decide to go and help find Rod, and then they find Kruger is about to go in there with him. So then he decides to then they decide to go into the police station because Nancy's father works for the police station, and then they both said there is a big problem here. Then when they go into the prison cell, they see Rod hanged up there, and the police think that they hanged himself, which of course we all know that he didn't at all. It was Freddy Krueger. So then they decided to just say to put them to bed and just hope everything was alright. And then after the funeral of Rod, they decided to put her into a clinic. A dream clinic, which I don't know why. But anyways, she starts having a dream episode in there, and she gets woken up by her mother, and then the doctors need to put her back to sleep again. Why? But of course, Nancy decides to put up a lot of traps to get Freddy out of the dream, and I thought that was actually a really good plan. And she has Home Alone styled this up, but it was before Home Alone. So, can we just say that Home Alone just took ideas from A Nightmare on Elm Street? But later on the movie, calls on Glenn. She calls on Glenn again and to watch her again, and saying that we'll get him, but at midnight. So then Glenn tries to not fall asleep, but of course he fell asleep, and then he gets pulled into his bed, and then he gets pulled in, and then there's a blood fountain everywhere when in the middle of the night, and then the police come over, and then because how bad her mother is, which is Marge, by the way, she barred up the whole entire house, and I thought that was kind of stupid, but it's okay because that's what it's supposed to be, right? So, get this aside. Then she starts ranting and raving, saying, "Oh, I should have listened to you. I should have let you go." But for some reason, I get this little ringing in my head saying she's sarcastic. And the reason I say that is because she didn't sound so serious. And then she falls asleep, and then grabs Freddy out of the dream, and then starts yelling at the cops, yelling at the police to tell her dad to come over to the house, to saying that he got them, he's in here, and then starts putting him on fire and all that. And then he goes down to the basement and decides and tries to, and by the time the police go in, they can't find him, and then Nancy finds a set of fiery footprints, and then she races upstairs and then finds her mother getting strangled by Krueger. And then by the time it was too late, she was getting pulled into the bed and basically vanish. And then later on in the movie, she knows that Krueger was there, and she gave back, and she uses Glenn's ideas of giving back all the powers. So then when she used all the powers, she basically took all the power away, what Glenn said, because all the power that you give them is the more energy they get. So then she used that idea and then took back every single power that Nancy gave Krueger, and then he just vanishes inside of Nancy, and then she goes out of her mother's room, and then apparently she's outside, and then there's Marge, and then she said she's gonna give up alcohol and all that, and then they ride away in Glenn's car, but Krueger's not dead, so then he controls Glenn's car, and then they yell out to Marge, and apparently she's deaf, because she's like loving life and just looking, saying bye bye honey, bye bye, and then she gets pulled in by the neck and by Kruger and gets pulled in. And that's pretty much the end of Nightmare on Elm Street. I love this film. I give that film a 9 out of 10. But anyways, I hope you guys did not like my review. No, I'm pretty sure I hope you guys liked my review. And if you didn't, and you didn't, just tell me what you didn't like about it. And then the people who did like it, tell me why you loved it. And like and subscribe. And if you want more of this, please make sure to share this video with your friends, and make sure I get what I want, and I give you what you want, which was more videos and more unhappy stuff. No, more happy stuff. Okay, see you guys later. Bye bye.